Good morning. All right, so I've already been here doing some stuff, but bringing you in. This is the unit that was last week an emergency Friday night call because it was all snowy. It's all snowy again. It made it through all week, no problem. We had no mechanical issues at the time. It all seemed, once I cleaned the coil, like it was just a water infiltration issue maybe. But we also didn't have any ice on our side of the coil. And now, not only do we have ice, we have mad ice. If you don't use this, you need to use this. I think I got that from supplyhouse.com, but you can get them from anywhere. It's just nice. You don't have to risk damaging. But yeah, so we've got actual like hard, solid ice, not frost. So that's been building up during the week. All right, and then I just used this on a spray real slow, front to back. My drain line was frozen up when I first started, so it spilled over a good bit, but it's the cooler, so it's no big deal. My drain line is clear now. But what could have happened was the drain line area froze up, which then brought in all the water and then splashed up on the front. We'll see. Okay, we're gonna get this clear, get the blades on it, get it fired up, get the temperature pulling down, and then I'm gonna get back up to the top area and start running for mechanicals. We'll fix all the things. We're gonna seal up this gap up top and in the bottom. I'm gonna fix the drain line on the pan up in the ceiling. If you missed the last video, you'll see in a minute. We are sparkly. Cleaned the shrouds and everything too while they were off. Her solenoid just opened, her fans just kicked. And we're gonna let that run. Okay, look. Clear sight glass. Alright, I'm gonna hook up. It's like whatever is causing it to start to freeze up, then just compounds and becomes a bigger problem. That O-ring just fell out of that cap. Be aware of that. Saw it fall down in there. Alright. Okay. We are in this enclosed cool space this morning. We're on a 404. Yeah, and we've got a hot box. So that's why. We've got way too low suction pressure. I wonder if we got a TXV that's finally intermittently jacking around. I had good pressures the other night. So we're gonna go downstairs with the clamp and the remote probe. We're gonna power this down so it stops looking for it. And we're gonna let the box pull down, but I'm gonna clamp on inside and see how superheat's looking. So, let's turn the light on. So, look at our coil frost pattern now. I don't see a restriction on the roof, but we are definitely icing up like crazy on the first few. But then by the time we're coming out, I got crazy high superheat, which just means the refrigerant gets choked down at this TXV, right? Comes in through the distributors, and it starts filling the evaporator. And then it goes back and forth in the evaporator. And at the point in time, it vaporizes. It is no longer useful. Well, you can see I've got the final loops of this unit don't even have any moisture on them. There is just no cooling left happening. So all of the vaporization is happening too early. We're freezing up the first part of the coil and not having enough. So I have got my temperature probe and my pressure sensor here. I'm using my phone as the display. I haven't checked it yet. Also, I'm struggling to do this one-handed with the wrong wrench. Okay, so we're running 68 PSI on the low side. We've got about 50 degrees leaving, which puts us at a 32 degree superheat. And here in this evaporator, we should have like a 6 degree superheat. So what that means is the coils have been superheated far beyond useful, and this unit is running inefficiently and running forever and then freezing up. I adjusted the TXV and got no response. So what I do in those kind of situations is I unhook the temperature probe, or this is the power head probe, okay? I try to heat it up and see if I can't get the power head to respond to the high heat of that. Then I drive this all the way in, all the way out, and then halfway in and see what happens. And even driving it all the way in and all the way out, I got almost no change at all. No change in my suction pressure, no change in my outlet temperatures. So my TXV is just not doing anything. It is what it is. It's basically not allowing enough refrigerant through so that it can't get enough flooding in the evaporator to make it useful. Okay, by blocking the condenser and driving up my pressure a little bit, we can see we've now got, granted, I've still only got 20 degrees of superheat here instead of, 5. But we have added some more loops. They should all be sweating. We should be driving this right to the edge of optimum efficiency using almost all of the coils. I'm trying to be real patient. And let the box pull down. We've had it blocked. I was thinking about putting a fan cycle control on here so we can maintain head pressure. Finally got evidence of a little bit of a shortage, and then it clears up. So I've got my clamp downstairs. I mean, we're just running way too low suction right now. And I do have a clear side class again. Half of our, we're blocking one fan, right? We're going to drive up our head pressure. Which is in turn going to push harder through the TXV that I think is failing. So just naturally, the more pressure on the backside of the TXV, you can push a little through it. Raises my suction pressure, lowers my superheat. Clear side class. It's not a charge issue, man. It's not a charge issue. It's that TXV. So, you're actually going to see head pressure hit 250 here in a second pretty quick because that fan is not running, it's spinning backwards. So, I put a fan cycle control right there. There we go. So we hit 250. Okay. Sorry, I'm unhooked here. Let's reconnect. down to 180, it's going to drop that fan out and drive it back up. Just trying to manage right now. Bring the bottle up, check our refrigerant level in the receiver. Alright, so basically what I figure we've got going is that TXV is just, I just can't get it to open up. So I can't get TXV to open up, so we're going to run an 18-degree coil. So we're going to run very inefficiently inside. And it's going to run and run and run and run and then freeze up. So I've got today to go get the, like, it's not dead in the water. Like, I don't have to run and grab the TXV and put it in right now, although I might. Okay, next TXV. Yeah, I got my partner here with me today. It's just funny. I'm like, wow, we didn't film anything. There's the new TXV. Bada bing, baby. 1, 2, 3. Pressure tested, leak checked, ready to turn on. Now let's look at what pressures are doing. All right, we're not going to adjust anything until the box gets down to temp. So I've got my probe here. I'm gonna move that to the inside. Tick, tick, tick. Thermal gun. This room is warm, very warm. So it's gonna take a hot minute to get there. Well, we will. Yeah. Now we're gonna have to play leapfrog here. The room itself is 60 degrees. This was, I picked something up off the floor and I had this revelation / question. Why is the floor so hot in here? Look at the floor, 76 degrees. You know, walls 55, 49, 51, but a 77, 70. Things that make you go. Okay, check this out. I know this is crazy. Let me get back here to dry storage before my battery dies. We got these heaters here. What's crazy is the water runs into the wall. I don't know whether it runs up or down. Look at the temperature of the floor back here. 95 degrees. It's dry. It's not wet. And none of these, I checked, these are all drain lines. So if all the water runs out via this, then you're heating this pipe up. They've got the heater set for 140, which is Donkey Kong. But yeah, this is the back wall of the freezer where we're running a 96 degree temperature floor and transferring 80 degree floors into the cooler. Take note, as opposed to yesterday, which is earlier in this video, none of these were sweaty. None of these were sweaty. Now they're all, every coil is nice and sweaty. We actually have too much refrigerant in the evaporator right now. We're running a little too high of a suction pressure and a little too low of a superheat, but the box is only just now about 48, and as that changes, 46, as that changes, so too will operating pressures. Right, I have no more concern as to why it was freezing up. Is it going to freeze up again? freaking golden.